he will mention Rome. As an African Muslim, where is your holy land? He will mention Saudi Arabia. Before the days of the Bishop saga, as an Anglican, he will mention Lancelot in England. As a Jehovah's Witness, he will mention USA. So there is no land holy in Africa. There is no holy land for pilgrimage. But you can boldly pay millions to fly to another man's land in the name of pilgrimage. Fiakwa. Cause be my grave if I don't tell you this. A generation that has been made to hate everything in their own and appraise everything that is not indigenous to them. You will see some of them who you think they are knowledgeable. Immediately they land in Israel, the first thing they will be capturing is picture. We went to the Holy Land. Fiakwa, what betide you? River Jordan, you left the waters in my land as holy as Mirin Java, as holy as Abana Bezuno Mombala, as holy as Mirin Kesi, as holy as Yimo River, as holy as Olasi Okeja, as holy as all these great waters here. You don't mean them free. You traveled to a faraway land and they told you this is River Jordan. You immerse yourself there and say this is the glory of God. Something happened in Enugu, I think in Udi. There is a river that dried up in the 70s in Udi. If I'm wrong, correct me. Now, this river came back, I think 2000 and something. Now, do you know what happened? In Natch, yes, in Natch, our stupid brothers called that river Bethsaida. Out of anger, the river went back again. Go and ask, that river is no longer there. When that water popped out again, nobody asks, what is the actual name of this water? You opened your wide gutter and called it Bethsaida. A river indigenous to our people that has not been in existence for long. Maybe somebody transgressed against it. The water traveled. Out of the abundance of his heart, it came back again. You opened your mouth and called it Bethsaida. We had the healings that water gave to people. I wasn't there. I had our people receive their healings. Then the elders in that place opened their wide gutter. Youths opened their wide gutter and called it Bethsaida. If I'm the river, I will not come back again. Since you cannot acknowledge me for my name, but you gave me an alien name, Bethsaida. It's only an African that was told. Let me tell you, if all the Africans said that our holy land is Congo, I will not be angry. And said that our holy land is in Igbo land or Yoruba land, I will not be angry. If all the Africans told me that our holy land was in Zulu, in South Africa, I will not be angry. Because somehow, it is still our own land. But to tell me that none of this land is holy to us, but a land of an invader who knows nothing about the spiritual things. If Africa said that the Holy Land was Uganda, I wouldn't be angry. If they told me that the Holy Land is in anywhere in our land, I wouldn't be angry. Mark my word, listen to me. Oh. I know that originally Jerusalem is an African land. Don't get me wrong. Yes, if you don't know it today. Until 1569, that land you are calling Israel was in Africa. It was the man called Ferdinand de Lesseps that carved out that land and built a Suez Canal, 1569. Now the problem becomes, what is the fate of an African man? Father Chibike. How far? Nah, I'm in a different tempo today. So we will continue to talk until everybody's ear begins to listen, because everybody, see, the way we are doing now, the way we are behaving, we have desecrated our ancestors so much. We have rubbished everything we hold supreme. We have reduced ourselves to nothing. Imagine if someone can boldly pay billions just to go for pilgrimage in another continent. My dear, do you know the greatest pilgrimage I went? Is by moving from one Igbo land to another, searching for the deep things of the ancestors. If you are from Anambra, try touring Anambra. When you are done touring Anambra, travel to Imo, Abia, Ebonyi. Learn of our people. When you tour the whole of Nigeria, move to the next part of Africa. There are many things you will learn about us. Namdalo. As you said, the different frequencies. I tolerate a lot. Thank you, my brother. So, what do we continue to do? If you talk, you'll die. If you not talk, you'll die. Okay? We will continue talking. Someone have the mind to tell you that happy are those that suffer. The person that told you thou shalt not kill is the greatest killer. Thou shalt not kill. I've told you people, there are some things you have to delete from your brain. There are some things you need to delete. Vengeance is of the Lord. Now, you came to our land, took everything, and we are now coming to your land to see the thing you took from us. And you say we are over migrating. Hey, there is one guy on social media, I saw the video. The guy said, imagine a thief came to your house and stole your television, and you went to the thief's house to watch the TV, and the thief says that you are disturbing him. The day Africa will delete the mindset that vengeance is of the Lord. Every part of the world has received reparation. The only thing Africa is asking for is apology. But you know the problem? Even the offended don't know that they were offended. Every day, the seminary school is receiving our sons, converting them to puppets. Is it not high time we started doing something differently? They have convinced so many people to believe and accept that we don't have history. The first thing they did was to change our writing system. Anybody that is interested in changing your writing system, that person is a wicked person, because by distorting history, changing your writing system, even if you find a document left by your ancestors, you cannot identify them. I say it again to you, ABCD did not start until 1947. ABCD did not start 1947. Only 1947 we started ABCD. So are you saying that the ancient writing system, the Ejayam writing system, the Akago writing system, sometimes I see the CBD is scripted in the walls, but nobody will know it is your ancestors' history, because they've lied to you. We don't write things on paper, we inscribe it on walls. They made sure they eradicated every of our ancient knowledge. The Ejagam writing, the Nsebede writing, the Akago writing, these are our indigenous writing systems. That is why if you give an average Igbo man Nzu, Kotwanzu, or Sebedola na Naira Nana, thinking that that was what we are drawing before, when you give a person who understood himself Nzu, he begins to write in the ancient writing of his ancestors. And Ohanes and Bibo is not bothered on how to retrieve Nsebede. When you see Nsebede, he looks so foreign to you. Because of that, if I'm telling you that the Igbos gave birth to Japan, you'll be looking at me as a madman, because you ask me, what does it connect this and this? Imagine you can still write Nsebede. That was why when I introduced how we write Nsebede, and I told you the word Chi is the same holographic writing in Nsebede that we also wrote in Japanese, Chinese, Korean. The day we are ready, you see all these our leaders, we hold them accountable. The youths are 65%. The elders are 35%. You can't tell me that 35% that are old can defeat 65% that are strong. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? The statistics of the military is how many? How many can now made in Nigeria? How many is the military in Nigeria that they can shoot everybody, and when we are demanding for our right inclusion? How many candidates? You won't open. Little thing, they will threaten you with death. Little thing, they made death so painful that people, men became cowards. They made death so painful that men became bunch of cowards and sissies. My dear, if we don't take time, the destiny we so called into this world will die in your hands. Who are you? When Olympic comes, it's anytime Olympic come, it gives me reasons to cry. Every Olympic is like a crying season for me. Why? I see games that would have been called rubbish. I see some games in Olympic that ordinarily they will call it rubbish here. And why do the people introduce these games? To make sure that the youths are engaged in all paraphernalia. winning World Cup, they will be saying France won World Cup. You can't census of the French people in the team. You will not see more than 4. You will see your brothers, and they will tell you Africa have not won World Cup. For the person saying I should remove religion, it means that you are mad. Because I cannot finish my topic without talking about religion. At this point in time, the fear of death has weakened the youths. The youths are so concerned of life, meaningless life. You are waiting for the next iPhone to come. Very soon, Big Brother will start. Very soon, they will create a diversional therapy. Now we have a bunch of men who are cowards. What can I do? That is why if I open a debate and I say come for debate, they will not come. Because by giving you a brief history of the religion you are defending, shame will catch you. If you tell a child what killed the father, the child will run away from it. Common sense is not common. Show me a nation that knows their history, and I will show you a nation who is upright in their ways. Look at the way we are. Until we acknowledge where we are wrong, we must bring back history in our curriculum. To whom religion is given, common sense is taken away. If you don't know, I will explain the 4 arms of colonialism. 1 is democracy. I repeat, one of the arms of colonialism is democracy. Democracy. Because if democracy is actually democracy, it is majority against minority, right? Now, a country like Nigeria says that we don't want people that will be doing man to man and woman to woman by the masses. Some minority told us that we are stupid, that the minority wants man to man, woman to woman. And you call it democracy. They control the social media. If I say it one more time, they will bring me down. They control the social space. They control politics. They control the church. They control the finance sector. Everything. Why I don't get mad at young men defending Jesus is because I blame their parents and I blame their teachers. Thank you, Oluchi. When the people defy that which you hold sacred, the same group of people that told us that our pantheons are evil, the same group of people that told us that January 1 is the new year, and we accepted. How can you have a new year in a dry season? Newest Stranger, I hope you know you are a moderator. Help me where it should. When do we start thinking? When do we become reasonable? The youth are far gone in their sleep. The youths are far gone in their sleep. Every day the youth are giving banter of jollof rice. Ghana versus Nigeria. The youth are so deep in their sleep. Nigerian jollof is better than Ghana jollof. You are trolling your fellow brother. They've succeeded in creating divide. Instead of you to channel your energy on the synergy of Africa, you are creating a minute divide. Nigerian music has taken over the world. South Africa don't know how to play music. Congo don't know how to do music. You are busy creating yourself sector by sector. It is to their own gain, because their greatest plot is divide and conquer. Obi-Wan, I greet you. Divide and conquer. They are about to do it again in Igbo land. They want to create a new state. And Nioma. That is when you hear Igbo people open their mouth and say that Nda Anambra is better than Nde Enugu. Nde Enugu is better than Nde Ebonyi. Nde Ebonyi or is better than Nde. Instead of you to stand in one, they've divided us into minute entities. Igwebike. In Swahili we say Ubuntu. Igwebike. United we stand, divided we fall. Stop giving in to that divide. They will instill divide and conquer. Within Igbos, they will be dragging who is a favorite state. A state that was created the other day. For example, somebody from Isu's or local government should know of a town called Ikem. If you know Ikem in Isu's or local government, let me tell you something. That Ikem in Isu's or local government came from Nando. From a town called Nando. A village called Ikem, the same Ikem. Ikem people from Nando migrated and went to Isu's or local government and stayed. So if you are not making banter that the Anambra is better than Enugu, know you that that same Ikem originally migrated from this side. How Owere migrated to Orumba and become a Owere Zukala. We are all one brothers, one family, one blood. They are confusing you with their divide tactics. They are giving you everything in their power to divide you. I saw on social media Igala people fighting Igbo people, Igbo people fighting Igala people, Bini people fighting Igbo people, Enuani people fighting Igbo. Eka, not knowing you are one family. They instigated a divide. The Yorubas are seeing the Igbos as their forever enemy, not knowing you are from one family because of your poor knowledge of history. Not knowing. Our brother, bless his beautiful soul, Lucky Dube told you one people. They divided us in different entities so that they can incite hate. We are the ancient people. Anyi Bundibo. Whenever you see the United Nations instill a war, an uprising, any place they will come and mount their camp, there is a mineral resources there. Efizimolo, you see that same thing I'm talking. Nobody is the enemy of nobody. We are all detrimented. In fact, if you don't know, after the war, including all these people claiming not to be Igbos, today, they were still giving the same 20 pounds. Do you know why? In the original manuscript, they know they are Igbos. They succeeded in telling you that your state is better than my state. A state that was created by an outsider with the intention. If you keep pointing accusing fingers, when then will we get it right? One people, different colors. They even went went as far as creating a new geographical notation that I've never had in geography, south-south, to confuse the country more. Please, is there anything like south-south in geography? Now the Zone man is seeing me as an enemy. A Calabari brother is seeing me as an enemy. An Akwa Ibom person is seeing me as an enemy. Do you see the tactics? These people are super smart. When do we do it right? The worst thing that happened to us now is the people we are crowning kings in our land. With respect to our homeland, our communicating local parlance. If I remember nanda in a cheers, na na ibi butata. If I remember nanda in a cheers, ofeke na maraka ni na ake bia kai na ebunyo ogbu eze n'isi. Ofeke na maraka ni na ake ebe ki na egbulo ogbu eze me onye isi ani. Onye ori onye eziokwu na adro n'ọnụ enyi obele 10,000 okwuyeri ọnụ. Ihe ọbụla na-ekwu kịta achọrọ m ka etuele ya na-asụ oyibo. Ya bụrụ sọntị na Igbo na n'ihe na-ekwu. Onye degoli ede ya ficha ya. Ya bụrụ sọntị onye na n'ife anyị na-ekwu na n'ife anyị na-ekwu. Anyị jizi ndị bụ ndị ala wee melụ ndị ezulu. Ndị isi na-adọrọ mma na-amara ọdịnala. Ndị na-amara aka ndị na-aka ekpe. No ya bụ igwe eziokwu a na-asị ya nso na ntị maka na gịnị o nwere ike ịtụbadị alụ ọ bụ na atụrụ ime na ala Igbo maka na o nwere ego chie nye eze awewelu mba na-adịrọ nsọ wee mele eze agbụrụ lụrụ alụ wee mele eze nyere ka ba dị mmadụ ya eweta ọjị onye ị na-ene anya dịka okenye ọgọcha ọjị otie n'afọ a Jesu ọ dị nke nwere aka tọgbuo ya ka ọ nwụrụ ruo ole mgbe ka nsọpụrụ Igbo ya wọ ife eti n'ọnọdụ ihele ife ọjọọ gba afọ ọbụla omenala. There are so many evil happening now. So many evil happening now. Is that not shameful? When you want to ask questions, you pick your phone and call an elder in the village. He would know absolutely nothing to give you in response. Ofeke eze na-achị obodo ofeke bụ eze kedu na ife ya eme ndị ana ịbụ eze nọlụ n'obodo every week ebunata ozu onye obodo bụ nwatakịrị ntolobịa ebunata ozu ndị ntolobịa be gị ịzọpụrụ ije jụba ese kedu ife na-egbuchicha ụmụaka m if you don't know it today. It is part of your work as a king to ask questions on behalf of your subjects. Can you remember how come you are fella? Je check ndị na-eji ego wee gole eze na Igbo. Check ka be ha diketa. Ada ebu ya obi ebu ya. What do we do? It is our job to create an enabling environment. small money incoming government will give you. You will go ahead, let them destroy all the deities, all the ancient landmark, all the totem trees. Abalagnu ko isi aju na iganiru. One choncho check governor nyere. Isisi butu eye ni nebo opu. Mana ofu anwa ka na ebulu nu tata. O man tezi aka. Aja ni Igbo ya buputu nnọnụ. The first thing I get make it up onye obuna bụ eze obodo. Iya analu ụnọ. Aka ji ofo niile ya analu ụnọ, including me na-ekwu okwu. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Onye obuna bụ eze ani ya analu ụnọ. Aka ji ofo obuna ya analu ụnọ. Oye bido n'isi mụnwa. Onye obuna na-achị ya analu ụnọ. If you don't want to come home, vacate the throne. A man share through phone call. If you come home, that value will follow you home. That business will follow you home. I told myself, what is my problem? Why are you not home yet? Money. Why? Money. Why? You need a house. I told myself, it's better I go home. Kuabacha, birinimie. I am coming home. A man said, for Nolofa. It's a lie. It is high time we call a spade a spade. We must make sure we revive our land, restore peace. We must give it our best to restore the sanctity of our land. The greatest truth is when the truth touches including you. Okay, look on by Yaji, Choi be Milisibano Pubogl. Can you fall with the Abuno Bodoma? Now, there is this type, this one I don't like talking about. The reason best known to me. But it's not wrong. Listen. There comes a time when we begin to say these words the way it is, without minding what will be the outcome. No matter what. Mazen nan de kanu ba nwanne mmadu ka obu. Odaro n'enu. Una achọzi na ka ọ dị perfect in everything. Agogo mu ni ambosi ase. If you are expecting perfection from me, you are a fool. Because even you yourself, you are not perfect. Igbo bi Igbo. Ọkwa mmadu nwe ogodo ewu na-ata. You may not like his strategy, but one blow is a blow to everybody. Can you imagine the kind of bono? Or see the badly, couldn't see a bomo, over on you gun cat, cannot kill you gun. Never didn't Negodo ki boni nesi raposia oyade odino ko ru ke eji. At this point in time, everything I do comes with a season. I think this season now is season Operation Releasing Nandekano. It is this time that we begin to raise standard. now. Why didn't you lick it, sis? Go ahead, please. See something you buy for yourself, for you. I'm doing something important. You both are disturbing me. That's why I'm in the vehicle for how many hours now? Now, what am I trying to say? You may not understand what is going on. At this point in time, there is no Igbo man. Sorry to say this, so. Sorry to say this, I'm making reference, not a mockery. You see, if I hear this music from my brother, Flavor, that music, I see it as a mockery to me. The intent Flavor had for singing that music is pure and perfect. But whenever I hear that song and I look at the entirety of Igbo land, I see shame all over me. Kedonyebu, who are you? You are in a country where you don't have mouth. That music, Flavor Nabanya sang it with piety. But whenever I hear that song, I begin to say that Igbo is a nobody. I posted a video yesterday. People did not understand the video. Go and check my video yesterday. I posted a video where I was showing you a black dot. Separate black dot. After I posted that video, he turned the page and show you where that dot was connected like a web. Igwebike. People did not comment on that video because they did not understand. I don't care the enterprise you have in Igbo land. I don't care the enterprise you have in Nigeria. One policy, they will take it down. One policy. Go to Lagos, there is this policy against one of our own now. They told the young man that he would destabilize the $250 million business. One policy. Professor Chikobi sang a song and says, Etu Lucy Achue go Chuano power. We are nobody. Show me an Igbo billionaire that one policy cannot make him poor. Show me. I'm giving you a challenge. Show me an Igbo billionaire that one policy cannot make him poor. Show me. If policy can hit our own Ibeto, who are you that policy cannot turn? Imaloya Ibeto. One policy rubbished the glory of Ibeto. Their plan because one work nana. Nene fanyoba. Wabalum guamo nyibo policy amambu. Ateze nubo. Hey. Nka gosi na ịbụ ụmụaka ịghọtara ya na-alụ. Biko, the energy you use in dragging people on Facebook, I want you to get a new direction. This is the new direction. This is the new direction. The new direction is turning that energy to something meaningful. The identity of Igbo people is at stake. I was at the airport. I was at the airport the other day. Now Tunzu. They came to arrest me. Nana Tunzu. This is I'm telling you, happened in Lagos. I was to board airpiece to Abuja on the 4th of April. Go and ask. Is it 4th of April or 4th of March? 4th of March. So they came to arrest me in Nana Tunzu airport. Major the man, why? I said what I'm doing is an eyesore. The second thing is that I will not board the plane. Then there are two things involved. I always say these things. Now man cinema go debube. Mbone kwifa harobna guni na dim na roma akulugo tonto yale asia. No fifa ka meji go sege mambudi bia na ezioku. Omo na plane na afenye na Lagos without me in Ime. Olu Abuja medebe dibia. Ah, nekozi. When neko ye ni na agbalu sini na mu ni adina ma abi agbalu mo siale. ka ya lewo m na n'iru ama nneko maka na o nwere mgbe ihe eji tinye ya amansi ife a na-emewe dị ebube nneko na-aba ọmalụsiri na mụ na ya na-eme egbe frasa itekwa n'ụlọ mgbe eji ama odogwu nneko na-aba na-amacha na-enekwa anya na-amacha nneko na-aba tupu ị mara ife a na-eme akwụsị plane sisi chelu edilelu flight for 30 minutes US 3rd of April 3rd of March 2024. The only thing in the Queen defense is this. Open when I boy sin and a beer beluna ya baliamba. Or some but there is a will ever find your bed already. Open when I can marry a bebela balamba simba, Macanam Bonibo or Siano Bruno, I can blame no Ibo Melon. Over the rap with a J. Imagine I did more 1,000, more 100, no bueno, no do bueno, not tunzu, or what I say, poor, Macano so some. If any be weba, Yalova beba, Banu do bueno, cannot see an Ibo. If any bundo can yeba, work on your potano. So for okay, but I say, Minachalonian sin don't do it. Nsiano FIFA can make you go soon, now what can he be Arab one? Nsiafija bonye we play na play na fenye ma baronimia play na awolon to before na elu eba na eje mbo ogugu sia no ngi ibu igwe na ima ngwom na n'iru ama sia na play na fenye elu eba na eje sese na oborom oneketa anya onye na-ekwu ụdị okwu a o si na ya flag him as a terrorist nsia so be it ima na mbatali n'ime plane ka mbanye plane everybody no na line no left because plane eju left my row both front and back. Occupy like 3 rows and 3 columns in a plane. Makagene. Makana chola kafana nwadibia no kolana. Mwe wolusi we wabazia ogologo nzunanya. Udinzo ya beba ina afuna Nollywood anya na eyegu. Mwolusi amansi naba. Nga katanega anye to nega na kula. Amansi keje mo godile kwulu cholo ko futa. Nga katamma keto me home. Onye ọbụla na-ezemeze ihe nlutu ana efu ka esi butolu ma akpama nwere ntị ka o mekaisem maka na asem na plane na afenye no ye nwere ọkụ n'elu amansi ka eji eme ọgwụ ọdị ebube ife anyị na-azụ na ama nwata ife anyị na-azọ eko ka kwụzi m dade eko gadịrị nsị onwe m jigwa nwa ihe ekowakwa eko gara nsị onwe m enyi ya jigwa nwa ikowazia eko kataze add desire spices ngakata nefo nya imago and ebu ma agbu m nakala mepe mmeka onwe m nchepụta nsi abiko nwe ntiji dị aka onwezi ekwela adị m nso bịazie m nso na nwoke iwo nsi fi nechele m anya ịmana onwe ebe ihe kogedezie isi onwe gị nna ijele gị gbasakwa na too much ọ dịzi aka gị kodobezie ịgbaji ịfụ aka m lade ngwum niile ko izi n'elu ekwe m ntupu ekwe azụ na amacha ife anyị na-azọ bụ identity manụ na ama nghọta mana nke bụ eziokwu bụ ikokwa n'aka nkịtị iko n'aka nkịtị ihe ama n'ife ka ego bụ iji eko maka mgbe a na-ekokwa mụ na odo n'igwugwu nọkwa adịkwa ama Mana the truth is this: once in a while, it is actually needed. With packaging, we can drive the right thing. With packaging, can you find us? We are brandishing for the revival of our heritage. If I na zobu nkai, what an azon kia, as an oba jongwa. What an azon kia. Sometimes you people see me on social media, you think I enjoy talking. No. How many hours have I been here? For TikTok and Facebook, I've been about 2 hours. But I've been in this car for like 3 hours. And my engine is running. Talking. If it does not fall in your ear today, it might fall in your ear tomorrow. Our identity is at stake. Our identity is at stake. Until the day I will know that Ohanes and Igbo is ready, is this. Number one, there is chapel. What you people call chapel? There is chapel in the airport now. There is mosque at the airport. There should be shrine at the airport too. If there is mosque and chapel in the airport, there should be a shrine in the airport. Now, we must not forget one thing, that no matter how rich you are in your private enterprise as an Igbo man, tomorrow you can become a nobody. I repeat, note this one down. Even if you are worth $100 billion as an Igbo man in this country, tomorrow you can become a nobody. Do you know why? One policy. Let me shock you. For those that are comfortable and saying that their individual achievement is enough, all of you that have mighty hotel, cancel any Igbo. Uno lili na kwadi nini nwelo. Aputu tutu echi, asiki no fufo bubele chi fast, si enwezi no lili na kwadi. Emechi no boda nina. Uno lili na kwadi gi, akulie ya. Ebalaka. Obego gine cheche like this. It has not occurred to you. The time is ticking. The time is ticking. A policy is coming. There, couple of farmers bulugi. Hey, a policy is coming. The thing is this: we've created internal enemy for ourselves without even knowing. Our Yoruba brothers, you don't know your history. Igbo brothers, you don't know your history. Go and check your heritage and see your connection. If the South knows their connection with the East, sorry, if the West knows their connection with the East, the East, West, and the South, if you find the linkage that binded you, it will shock everybody. But due to partisan politics that have not helped Africa, that have not helped Nigeria, a policy is underway. It will hit us so hard. A policy is coming. It will hit us so hard. Hey. Now let me shock you. During Awamji festival, I'm asking you a question now. During Awamji festival, is there anything like public holiday? I'm asking the whole public. During Awamji, is there a public holidays? Do you know why? Kasukwe ya n'Igbo ọzọ maka na unu nwa bụ ndị be anyị ejikọtabara ofu aka ọnụ nwa ofu mbọ n'ụbọchị anyị eji na-awaji asị na a na-awaji abalị na-atọ. Eziokwu na dị about 5 to 6 clan gbakọtala aka ọnụ na-azị Igbo. Kedu ka esi jikọta onwe anyị ọnụ? Ite na ya akpọ gị mmadụ. Anyị eji aka ime ofu onye eze gburugburu. Obugodu na oburu aka ajofo wota Igbo nsoro ayi acho ofu onye me eze gburugburu ayi eji na eje mba eze anyị eji tinye n'ikwupụtala ya okwu n'ebe ndị ọchịchị nọ. Somebody kwukwala okwu dị mkpa. Mmadụ efega ego ewelu uche tinye na nga na ọ ya anọ na mkpọrọ ọnwa na-esi. Marakwa na o nwere obodo kacha efe ego. Ọkwa ịnwa na aka efe ego na a na-eme mmemme dịkwade dị na ịnụcha nwaanyị jee nga. Kedu onye anyị eji mere eze anyị ji eje mba? Maka na eji ya kwuo okwu na Igbo enwe eze, Igbo enwe eze. Ka a na-eroteti onye nke abụrụcha, onye nke abụrụ saịdị abụrụcha, saịdị abụrụ edo oyi iyi gbaa ya ndụ. Wele arụm na agụ dị iche iche gbaa ya ndụ ka e nwere onye eji melụ eze ndị Igbo gburugburu. Mmadụ dị etu a dị onye kwesịrị ntụkwasị obi, onye kwesịrị ntụkwasị obi, onye maara aka nri na aka ekpe, onye maara usoro ọdịnala, onye ekwuchitewala ya okwu akwazie ya mee ya eze. Onye ekwutela ya okwu ewele odo n'ikuku niile anyị nwere kwakọọ ya maka na fa ya atọ ka ewele ajụ fegbuo ya. Ịmara ọgwụ ị nwere ije kwado ya. Onye ọbụla asatọ ọgwụ sanye ọkwụrụ ka nwoke. Akụọ mgbịrịmgba nwoke niile dị n'ala Igbo, nwaanyị niile dị n'ala Igbo, ịmara nke ije eme odogwu nke nweta ka anyị kwakuo ofu onye a ka ọ bụrụ odogwu. Ịmara ihe eji mee ya odogwu ka anyị nwee eze anyị ji eje mba. Anyị enwebere onye anyị ji eje mba. O nwekwa ike ọ bụla eze bụ eze already. Nwee ike ọ bụrụ ka ọ yala ịbụ na onwe. O nwee ike ọ bụla neutral personality. Na-asụkwa ife ọ bụla ị na-ekwu na-asụ ebe anyị. Ka anyị nwee eze anyị ji eje mba. Ka anyị nwee eze eji eje mba. Ọ bụrụ kwa na-ekwu ofeke ọ ya bụ ezi je mba o welu Jizọs wee wee ọjị. Ọ bụrụ ife a ka m na-ekwu. Nza ya asa ile godie na-arụbu na-agụ ọgba ndụ n'aja ana. Onye ya bụ etite aka jụọ ife dị etu ọ dị etu a, onye maala ekwu okwu nka. Anyị pịacha ya ọ bụrụ odogwu. Kwakọ ka esi akwakọ nwoke, kwado ife niile nwoke ji ebi, maka na ọ pụọ na mba na ya atọ ka anwa nne ya. Apụtazịa asị oke onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo kwalụ na mbọsị dị etu a na ya ewepụtago mbọsị dị etu a ka ọ bụrụ mbọsị anyị ji eme awam ji. Igbo niile enwe one single date eji eme awam ji. A na-anata etu esi anata ịnọ n'obodo unu ọ na-ewu ewu. One single day ma ọ bụ 3 days. Isu waji one single day. Olu awaji one single day. Idu awaji one single day. Agbaja awaji one single day. Igbo Adagbe awaji one single day. Ichegi etu a ma imebi eno ya dị mma. Emeghị onwe ibobo mgbe a na-awaji ka anyị enwe igwe okwu anyị ji akparịkọta ụka naanị na-asụ anyị wee na-atụ alụ ihe dị imimi anyị eme ka Igbo wee dị mma. Anyị na-agbazi alụ ahụ onye ọbụla na-atụ ya okwu ọnụ. A na-atụ ya okwu ọnụ. Esi ole ekwe ebe a? Ngwa nọ m na moto ebe a ka m. Mabuta na for past 3 hours. Enwere m ike nji agbago ihe na-eme dị m emecha. Don't worry. My older sister na abala mba na fuel na-ewesi dị too much. M gbagote enu. Mana m chift mmụọ ma chift o. Anyị na-ekwuzi okwu a anyị na-ekwu. Anyị na-ekwuzi anyị na-atụ elo. Wee si oke. Debegodunu. Kantol go follow, kantol go follow. Wachante onye ọbụla. onwere nkuzi mmelu mbọsị ansị na ma olubere mgbe m na-akụzi na onye ọbụla na-achọ kedu ebe aja na Igbo niile dị mgbe kụzielu nsị na Igbo niile na anyị ncha niile abụrụ ofu na anyị ncha dị anyị dị about aka na-ese agbụrụ na-ese gbakọtala aka ọnụ na-azụ Igbo isu dị ya agbaja dị ya idu dị ya anyị dị ise maọbụ isii mana anyị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka ọnụ jiri uche kwụnye onwe anyị n'ọkụ maka ndị na-asị ka atili m ego fuel na akaụntụ nọmba m ka mmiri mma post o metụta n'obi mana achọrọ m ka o distract ya anyị na-eme anyị chịkọta aka ọnụ nwee ofu ọnụ okwu si oke Igbo bụ ndị nọgo n'ụwa more than billions of years ịchọta ebe anyị ncha sikọta ọnụ ya afịa arụ nya mere kedu ife anyị ji eme don't bother about ebe anyị si focus on nke ka mkpa nlifekwu don't bother about onye bụ isi focus on ndị n'otu maka na ajọba onye bụ isi a ka nsogbu ji apụta ndị nwere akaụntụ na Facebook pino ana m ekwu okwu ike nje dị ya adịrọ m don't bother about onye bụ isi we can on our own kita regroup o nwee eze anyị ji eje mba wisdom is profitable to direct even jine ekwu okwu nwa bụ na elu na obodo ndị ugwu o nwere ovu onye ya bụ okwuru okwu onye ọbụla baa n'ime ụlọ maka ifu na ụmụnne anyị ndị Yoruba amaka ife fajiri uche tresigide welu na-egekwe ntị o Oni of Ife, blessed be his throne, is a young vibrant man, very sensible and smart. You feel what I'm feeling? He studied estate management. Halfway you can talk, unmute yourself. Somebody on TikTok want to give a contribution.
One cake, man.
At the moment, one them.
All right. I will do my follow again.
Wait on again, one them. Oh.
Can I leave them? Can I leave them? All right. I'm getting a video because you 1,000. But you didn't quiz you. And they will bring you about Caribbean. And not those to Caribbean. Nation from Sahara Desert. It is true. I'm not Caribbean. Wow. I happen to be visiting Caribbean. And when that dust wave, that will be your truth. So secondly, you know that man. I want to ask such of Ejundi like research center or Igbo house or Hanese and Igbo house, man. And when you do have you thought of that? And when you do that?
Oh no, if I see Kailo, na Facebook. That is our vision for Mazidibia Foundation.
Alright. So I was in Igbo house, Igbo research center, do you know that one time on a Germany or when not Germany? You're correct, Mama, but a German person on your channel said that German government will some millions of people can have been about telephone, advertisement company, can have been about no German. You understand? So we have to our rich people and young people who have to come out. I put that make invest in it. Make invest in it. So, but my main is still okay. Money that one is in the online office. Or I don't understand the
halfway. Come Nzagi here, Joloketa, eh?
My brother, I'd make it.
Negent, you'll be float over him now, eh? Onye putana agwa 1 year nko motala. 1 year na eni anya so onyala. Ina no kum. Somebody on Facebook na confirm if you maka Germany. Saying it 100% accurate.
All right.
Now, mgbe mbutele na ekwu research center. First of all, mgbe na ekwu na ndị Igbo si Israel, I gave my life for that teaching. If you've not listened to that teaching, go and search. I gave my life in that teaching to debunk na ndị Igbo si Israel. In onion neku. When we do that teaching, many people wanted to behead me. Many people sent me message no nwere ka fa ya ligbu m maka okwu a nwe bulu wee jebe Aguleri wee luo ebe a na-akpọ Obugad n'iru eze wee nye nkuzi na ebe a abụrụ Obugad na ife a na-akpọ ya bụ Obuga. Now halfway, unmute yourself. I want to ask you, do you know what it takes for a young man of my age young to instead of adding very vibrant now that I've got no comedy can name more than 1 million followers, but for me to give up what I'm doing now, when I made that teaching, I told them that now, if I know Obuga, I made a teaching about Oga. What is Oga? An error. Ogaka, Ogachi, Ogangon, Ogazi. An Obu that have stood for errors. Now, after that teaching, many people considered me or Machalo Hancha. They did not do research. Oh. You know, our problem is that we don't like intellectual intercourse. Nobody stood up to do research. Okay? So this Obu was being called Obugad, and then we are quoting Exodus 46 as a reference point.
I watched one thing on Facebook, on YouTube about Obugadi. I was like, not church, you say, yeah, we mockery. It's a mockery. Igbo identity. You know here. And on that one on Israel, people, she Israeli. Yeah, we total lie. I'm not I see what they like.
Now, do you know why I'm saying this? After that teaching, when my life became a threat, so where is the security for our activists? Are you getting my point? Yes, Uzama, that's my account. Do you get my point now? When the death threat that made me to move my family from one place to another, different states, where was the security? I was the only security. Yeah, they will lead it to the extent now. The only security, sometimes for somebody say paste account number. Drive out of filling station. Well, I and offering him water from where? But you can't thank him. I know where. Now, the places, there are some places I was seeing no name full research now. I don't want to be saying it on camera again because some part of our land, what's the kind of name archaeological research? When any group tell buku na Lagos code.
Imagine.
Go to Facebook and watch my teaching. I am of a proof in my research work that that pot is not an artifact pot. That pot is a scientific pot. Philip Emabali drew from that pot. Are you listening? There is something we call DNA resequencing. I'm basing my research work on that pot. Cymatic frequency, so chromosome solenoid, on what was exhumed from the buku. Imagine if chromosome solenoid was known to the Igbos as at 6000 BC, and the Europeans as a whole is only finding it in 1976. Don't you know that something about our ancestors is different? Pick up your phone, check. Chromosome solenoid is only known to the Europeans in 1976. A chromosome solenoid as at 6000 BC or more. Don't you know that what they told you that we are not literate is a lie?
I don't want to go about Israel. You are not who is also they claim from Israel. They want another island on the Pacific Ocean. Island, beginning island. That island who begin your whining. If you do your, you got that now. They begin here, they remove them. Why that now how they so that now they direct descendant of Israel. You got to the Hana claim how in Israel.
My brother, it's only a fool. Are you listening? It's only a fool that is taking the Bible as a reference point of history. Because even the Bible told you, Galatians chapter 4, verse 24, that everything you are reading is an allegory, a story with hidden meaning. My brother, when I prove to them in my Facebook page that there is nothing called Israel but a people called Syria, none of them could come up to defend. I gave them an open room for debate. Even staked 1 million naira, nobody could defend it.
And how about recent is Zionist and on the Middle East? It's just of recent. So when you pray back, when you pray back, sitting on Mary, they may go sitting out of Hitler Mary on the wake of Eve of which year? You watch at that time, all the Jewish people on Germany. They were only they were rich, they were the ones controlling the economy. It only takes one madman, one mad leader, one policy.
My brother, as I speak to you today, let me drop hints for you. As I speak to you in the world today, I don't care how rich you are. If the policy unfavors you, you become zero.
Exactly.
Let me shock you. You know Bitcoin is a promising business, right? It's a very lucrative business. Do you know if they make a policy against it, it will become zero?
Just take one policy, not take a full policy.
So what am I trying to say? Your individual gains will not help when the time comes.
Collectiveness.
But collective effort, the Ubuntu, the Igwebike structure, is the only salvation we have. Now, what am I trying to say, my brother? Igbo people, if you've not read the book of Catherine Acholono, the book he titled They Lived Before Adam, if you've not read that book, your name is sorry. Then, the only thing I will say for sure is this: we are being educated, we are not knowledgeable.
You said the truth.
It's easy to be educated, but it's very, very difficult to be knowledgeable. See, education is not the key. Education is programming. Garbage in, garbage out. But knowledge,
one of your program on list, yes, that Nigeria, I'm going to be categorized to Nigeria only. So what I'm going to say, maybe this guy is a bailout of Nigeria. Nandi, we need university. I need the technical institutes.
We don't need university in Nigeria now. I say it without apology.
100%. Listen, take Abuja. Once you go in my Caribbean with chains of islands. You understand? What I got chains of islands. So these people in Wiki, their policies down with 24 hours flight, steady electricity, their human rights, they unsteady, they steady. They go to government. But these people in Wiki, most of them now run a bank. I will get university students. They now run offices when they go to secondary school, and they have about technical institutes. Only few we in Aga University, which is their nurses and doctors, and I don't know about that. I bet you with that strategic thing, but he also hear the reason. It's not about education, but the government they make this program to enlighten the people, inform the people. You understand? Educate, but may enlighten of what is going on in the world.
My brother, if I want to get you educated, this is what I will do. There is a set of program which I will call curriculum. Are you listening? So I'll bring this curriculum and feed you into this curriculum. So you are only educated between the borders of the curriculum. Okay? Now, but knowledge is outside this thing they are telling you. For example, I told you people, that there is an analogy I will always make. The difference between understanding, understanding, overstanding. Now, if I say, do you understand this? Understanding is Chobi heading Obulo under. Uzama received the 5,000 you sent me. Thank you. To understand this, I'm asking you to do what? Find what is under this cap, Abi. Understanding. But if I ask you to understand it, I'm asking you to look beyond what is under this cap. Look inside this cap. I want to understand what is hidden. The working principle, the modus operandi. Understanding. Immediately you understand, you overstand the guzosieke. You kwechiri kulo chinchim to overstand it. All these things are English words. They only gave us understanding. But check it, understanding is an English word. When you understand, you then, oh, you don't know. Oh, after understanding, the next level is understand. When you understand, you overstand. After overstanding, you become outstanding. Who is an outstanding person? An outstanding person is someone who does not just understand, but have understood. Do you get my point? So what I'm trying to say, everybody, is this: understanding is just to garbage in and garbage out. Understanding is education. Understanding is knowledge. Understanding is, this is a cap. I understand it's a cap. It's a cap. But understand why, what made this cap? I begin to look at the texture, the material, the wool, the ivory, the making, the formation. That is why we are half-baked engineers. Engineers that repair but does not invent. What do? We have to re-strategize for our land. We are in trouble. The problem is that you don't know you are in trouble. The update is casting one after the other. The greatest spell is the church. The greatest spell is the church. Hate me for what you care. The day I explained the etymology of the word church, I told you it's a slave master's house. Many people came against me. Even if people wanted to kill me, no problem. Stupidly, they told you that the word church is from the word ecclesia, and you accepted. But if you look into their old etymology, you find out that the word church is actually from the word kuriakon. Slave master's house. That is why if you hear thus says the Lord, thus says the Lord, they are not talking of Chuku. The Lord is the owner of the slave. Thus says the Lord. King James, a homosexual who hates women so much that he killed his mother, is giving you a version of the word of God. In our community group, someone said that there is an ongoing war against the church. I said no. There is no war against the church. It's just that the time has come for their lie to go. These things I'm saying, mind you, my life is at stake. I always tell you people, I may not live long like you people wish, but I don't care. If I live long, so be it. See, the way you understand is, any day you begin to doubt everything, deeper insights will be revealed unto you. They've made you too comfortable. Go to my teaching on etymology. After listening to that teaching, you will have sense. Search on Facebook, etymology, the origin of everything. Do you know that the word etymology, the etymology of the word etymology is Ethiopia? I said it in that video, meaning that the origin of everything is in motherland. Here, the black nation. And that's why when they show you a picture of Horus or Heru, the one you people call Jesus, you are shedding tears saying, is it true? And I told you that his name is not Jesus, it's Horus, our own deified deity, born of immaculate conception. It is still in this live stream. I taught you people of what we call parthenogenesis, a situation whereby a woman can conceive without a man touching her. It happens once in 1,000 years, 5,000 years. Kedu nkuzi na mebelun? Kedu ife na ekwubero? Ife a na-eze eze ekwu na ekwugo m ya at the detriment of my own. Just know this and know this. The church is not a small enterprise. The church is not a small enterprise. So, the war against the church is a deadly affair. It's a deadly affair. So, that is why all the time I tell you people, utilize my time here. I don't know. If I'm to stay long, I don't know. If I'm not to stay long, I don't know. But do you know that everything you think is a truth is actually a plain lie? Everything they reveal to you as truth. The first lie in Africa is when they taught you 1, 2, 3, and they did not tell you that numbering system started from 0. That is the first place our mathematicians begin to have problem. They told us that 0 is nothing. So from nursery school, from pre-nursery, they are teaching you 1, 2, 3, 4. They did not teach you 0. Oh, you don't know that numbering system started from 0. The number that owns everything. Zero, the emptiness of fullness, the silence of noise, the vacuum in space, the nothingness of abundance. Zero. Efu. That is why when Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari called us a dot nation, I said he doesn't even know what he said with his mouth. Dot. Every written word started with a dot. Do you know this? Everything written on earth started with 0, with dot. Immediately your pen hits the paper, there is a dot. You are indirectly telling us that we are relevant in all things. Then you if you cannot find the ancient ways, the thing that made us who we are, you need the rogo where long way. Can you hide me where long way? Can we long wine and kai nina? Obego Obega in a use, get on young way. Kai jeme, equente, kedunding way. You need rogo. onyonyo nke ni ndị South Africa wete ọ na ya menwe nke anyị ka anyị wele ego na akpa anyị mee nke anyị igwe bụ ike nke anyị adịla anyị ịchọ ịbụ ụgbọala chọọ ịbụ ụgbọelu ịba nke gị ịzọba nke gị na adị ka ibe na-agụ akwa ndị isi ojii nọ na ala Amerịka nwere ife family black enterprise. They boycotted white enterprise. Ihe bidogo di kwete na nna gị ochie nwere ụlọ ọba bifo ife nna gị ochie nwere baali ya ụlọ ya mere nji wepụta oke kụzielu na ife bụ yawe gọnụ na wa yawe bụ afọ alụsị ndị Kenan ji wee mee odogwu mgbe ife sizili ike achọ ka ya wee nyela ya aka arụm na agụ niile nọ na Igbo gwa unu na ọ nọkwanụ bifo ya wee bịa ọgba unu nkịtị na-ene na ya okwukwa ka m na-ekwu iwere uche maka owepụ ada arapụ isi aka agba oriọm ada arapụ isi aka ọdịbendị na-agụ ndị ọ na-adọrọbefe akwa. What is your identity? Kedu ejirimara gị? Kedu ejirimara gị? Gị bụ onye Igbo nile obi bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na-ekwu na ọ bụrụ by force ịkụziri nwa gị Igbo ewu kambia ewu kambia gị bụ onye Igbo agwara m unu na mgbe na-abịa ịma na ewu ka anyị bụ Remi Martin anyị na-ego ofu bottle 75,000 mana nkwọcha ije igo mmadụ keg nkwọcha ọ sị gị keg nkwọcha 5,000 ịbabara ya mba mana ije igo Remi Martin ị na-eko champagne Dom Pignon Moet Ciroc mgbe na-abịa ịmalụ na onye awere ka agba ikwechiri mmanya ngwa adịba anyị itedobie ike ị na-aṅụ mmanya ngwa iwere na-eko omenebe gị ifele ịmana nke n'ihi na-aṅụ bụ ihe ya egbu gị mana nke adịba anyị kedu ndị bịalụ n'obi m ife niile aṅụrụ ebe a bụ mmanya ngwa nwere onye ṅụrụ mmanya bịara abịa jụọ ese ife niile bịalụ n'obi m from 8th of April to 9th of April so mmanya ngwa ka a na-aṅụ ejelu m Enugu je tee nkwụ burujuo nkwụ na moto nata anyị nwegide mmanya ojuo onye ọbụla afọ na-egbu onye ọbụla nke bịara abịa na-akala unu mma ife ebe onye Igbo ya na-eko na ọ na-aṅụ henesi anyị amabere ife. The problem is that nke bịara abịa na-akala anyị mma ngwa kedu ka esi eme ka mmanya ihe dịka ụmụ henesi a ka nwere ihe dịka Remi Martin kedu ka esi eme ọkwa iwere mmanya ọgba ụka the number of years ọ gbara ụka ka o ji egbusi ike ka anyị were mmanya ngwa menie ka ọ gba ụka ọnụ m research center ka ngosi unu na iku na-akpọcha 18 years na ihe emenwe ya dibịa ọbụla sị gị na chi gị si gị weta biya si ya na onye ori ka ọ bụ na agwụ gị na-eri biya onye ori nke na-ege ọjị go bụ oke isi si gị ekwana ka ife ike ma anyị ndụ anyị adị ka ọjị anyị na-eto elu sekwana ka egbutu anyị n'ike ilo ya abịa si ya abịa mana ọnụ na-abụ mmadụ bụ ya kedu ife anyị nwere ike ime ọnwa anyị ka anyị zọbanụ nke anyị Zoba nkegi. Zoba nkegi. Zoba nkegi. Ejimala ndị Igbo na-anazi ana. Ịmalụ na isi ma ọmụlụ brand mmanya isi ma nọkọta cheta nsi research center ime ịwa ọkwa ọ bụ na ife research center dị kịta agwọkọ natural ọbụkwa nke natural maka ntọọlụ n'ofu alụ maka ndị na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe Ifeanyị Chukwu ịchọ isi m udozi izie m ya na-asụ Igbo ka anyị na-enwekere na ife nzuzo ịchọ isi m ozi dị aṅa izie m ya n'asụsụ Igbo were akpa ala okwu wee zie m ozi were akpa ala okwu wee gwa m okwu sisi iji zọba nwere onwe iwu gị ya n'afa jụọ ma ọ dịkwa ma ndụ ọ dịkwa ilolole wuo ya n'ugiri wuo ya na ayọrọ jụọ ma ndụ ọ dịkwa mgbe Ifeanyị Chukwu adị m ewe iwo people will not understand why the message of emancipation is going on. Before kwuba okwu nwere onwe ka nwere ife dị n'akwụkwọ ndị ụka wee kụziere gị ife nje eji akụziri unu ife bụ n'ebe a ka anyị ncha si bupụta isi batrị anyị. Jeremiah 29 from verses 1 to 10. Jee gụọ ya. Bible Chineke ndị Chukwu ndị Bible wee sị Jeremiah jee ka ịgwara m ụmụ Israel na nwere ọnwa aba na-eti na va ya enwe na ntaramahụhụ afa bịalụ na Babylon na va ya anya ara 70 70 years. Inu go jụọ ya se n'ugiri uche ka nji atụpụrụ okwu ka ịma ma oge erugo maka na ọ bụ na ife eji ọgwụ anụta $1 billion ka Ojukwu wetalụ anyị aka ịnụta ya n'ọgụ mana mebi na aja na Igbo na-ewela anyị iwe anyị edozighị aja na anyị akpụga alụ n'isi Igbo chịkọta aka ọnụ kpụọ alụ anyị ajụga ese anyị edozighị ụmụada ndị elelele anyị akwaga na dozie ndị ichie ndị egburu egbu maka na anaghị bụ ana dị nsọ ọ bụrụ ife eji agụ anụta ka eji eme na be anyị dị iche o nwere ike ife na-atụbara ya bụ ife ji ndị be anyị ọ bụ na ọgụ ka eji anụta ya odi na mbọ gị bụ ndị eli oro dị ibuli ichi ntị eto ọbala wee doo anya eto ọsọ okwu ekwusi nwe oyi ijuga ese ịmara ife me ndị gboo na-eje ọgwụ ogidi ya nọrọ n'iru ịmara ife me eji eje ọgwụ ogidi ya nọ n'iru ndị gboo na-eje ọgwụ ogidi anọ n'iru maka na gịnị nji ka anyị ji anụ ọgwụ mmeche nsu nje nọ na fim ụmụnna anyị mere anyị Jagun Jagun by Femi Adebayo. Watch the movie, you will learn one or two. The greatest man will lie you over Ajani. Obasi blue boy had a land, I know Lesiana. Ajana ne we wo. Obasi blue boy. I want to take fine idea, maybe I know Messi. What if no back and so why is Bido? SK Marine. Kediva Jemme Agwamu no will if eat Nantonana. Na alose aja na kalila alose. I've said it in the other video. the difference between ordinance and deity. Ogugu is not a deity, Ogugu is an ordinance. In the day I was making teaching about Easter, I told you people the disparity between ordinance and the deity. The ordinance in charge of fertility is Ogugu, but the deity in charge of fertility is Akwali Omumu. Ntani. Ajan is not a deity. Ajan is beyond the deity. Ajan is a principle, is an ordinance. You can go for no. I made a teaching about it. In that teaching, I explained the deeper meaning of Exodus 25. Kedebo gidi iboni. Kedebi isio gidi aide. Keda robuna gwa nwekatala onu. There's one thing I nwekatala onu dika ndi Igbo. Ajani. And we are so naive that the whole churches that came to our land is interested in where the Ajani is. Ogugu is an ordinance. What is an ordinance? Ordinance before if every is a standard upon which every other principle was built upon. I made a teaching on Facebook about it. Ogugu abralusi Ogugu bonton nikob. Just like in Milina, Mila abralusi, Mili buntani. These things are ordinances, the principles that governs the earth. Anyangu abralusi, anyangu buntani. Do you understand my point now? These are part of creation, yes. It is one of the aspects of Onetalowa. I made a teaching about Onetalowa. That you know is actually Onetalowa. That is the full name. Anyangu, ife, the whole celestial body that gives light. Miri, Ajani, including Okutenine, and the Ikuku. All these things are Antani. They are not deity. Okay, so what do we do on Etalowa? Because even the ancient Egyptians gave credit to us. Do you know the deity? Do you know the principle called Neta in Egypt? Neteru. Neteru, the full name is from the word on Netal. That is why, because they don't pronounce a vowel sound that starts a statement. Okay, that is why when we say aura, they call it Ra, meaning the sun. Aura, Orokala, Ijita Aura. The first language spoken on earth is Alpha language. The 16 constellations of all things, the 16 manifestations of all things. That is why when things are there was somebody I was telling something and says, the person asked me, where is your source of information? I said, the source of my information is from the Akashic record. The person said, where is the Akashic record? I said, as far as there is sunlight every day on earth, the sun takes note of everything done on earth. That is what modern science is calling cloud computing. Where are my tech guys? Where are you? Cloud computing. How do we store information in the cloud? It's by utilizing the polarity of the atmosphere, the north and south. There is a force field there. From the Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn, there is a force field which can give us positive or negative energy. And since there is polarity, there is evidence for storage. Nyadeba. Hey. Ndi ba mari fa fangwe. Mana yadeba. The funniest thing is that if I die today, someone worse than me will come. So killing me is not the solution. Someone more deadly will arise. When I mean worse, the black people talk things in paradox. So silencing me is just adding salt to the injury, because onion cause I have imagine someone more deadly than me. Hey. The truth is this: we must continue to look deep. It is not by mistake that we are in the east, the grand rising. A research center is all I beg. I know Igbo guys in this forum that spend $20,000 in a night in a club. Why not you give us that money? Why don't you give us that money? See, the truth is this: the ancestors are reincarnating. This is Ogang. Watch your children. Igbo community in USA, I'm giving you a challenge. I shouldn't say this, but I'm saying this now. Igbo community in USA, you've supported a good project which to you is favorable. I applaud you for that. I clap for you. You've invested 1.8 billion in the church. I'm giving you a challenge, Igbo community in USA. Don't give me 1.8 billion. Give me 500 million. Give me 5 years. Check me and the person that you gave 1.8 billion. If I don't bring a change in this land, if I don't bring the youth to a level that will wow you, if I don't make the youth to behave like the Indians, burn me alive. Everything is going digital. Cloud computing, JavaScript. Everything is going digital. Application software. The owner of Candy Crush can never go hungry again. Candy Crush. I'm only asking you people, is a challenge. Because if I know, if I have 500 million, if I have 500 million, I can borrow money more. Imagine me investing 500 million in Africa and seeking them extra 1 billion in them. As a young man, I say this, you people think I'm joking. I've invested what will build a good house for me in these things in them. Every day I keep shouting. In a month, how much I spent only for fuel. You know, once I'm saying some history, you think I just woke up and I will just, sometimes, for example now, I'm like my next travel now, where I'm going now, you don't know how I am funding myself. You don't know. The truth is, you people are not even seeing what is happening. Oduifa, the Ifa couples, is now practiced as a course in Harvard. Oduifa, Etoesi Abafa. The Yorubas have exalted the Ifa couples so high that Harvard employed the Ifa couples. What are we doing? If I am twerking, you people must have bought me 3 or 4 motors. Every day I'm begging. Now what are you easy? What do I use it for? Not for my personal glory. Walking about for research. Every day I'm a back motor. Not that on my own I cannot buy it. But I just get my hand does. If I'm a twerker now, when I keep going to tell that I can't win a boy. We don't like good things. For myself, I promised myself. The time frame when you know me lugo, njecho ezigbo ti ale da golu. Na anya no wa bo fun bia. Kata ma wole me go mejime project na me. Yes, now because in every day kick and start motor akoba mnezi obego. Kan ko ilo nwe mu. We don't even know what we are doing. I'm a tribe. A friend of mine is not from our tribe. Awesome that no one on the befa. Well, if I were Yadiba. Individual gains. You may not like me. Sometimes I am brutal because Nigeria Melon Mako Noko. Let me for now, but later we are chum Nabia. We've slept for so long. Keep on building skyscrapers in a faraway land. Let our land be like a laughing stock. Keep on building islands. But even the millionaire alone. But even the millionaire alone. Mbenabia. Oba one night work about Milikasia. Yara Posia Milia. Now they care what an alabu too. One policy is coming, a new policy. It will hit us hard. One policy is coming, it will hit us hard. We've wasted our time so much on irrelevancies. I am begging you people, let's begin to do teletoons and cartoons with Igbo language. Kaina akona akodio mimi. Kai wala aswa na akuzulu mai hedio mimi. Instead of Igbo cartoon, kedem nka na onka bebe fin kai na ego nkai anma yu na ega ga-ejimie anma ju no research center kai mebe no something for our own. This is our brother Mazi Okoro translated Igbo language to physics. People are now asking him for the copyright policy because he's not a physicist. Instead of to back him, you are talking about copyright no totwa. No totwa. Imo kona fu ife ku bi aloba o copyright ki na ekwu okwu ekita nwata kile anokata no chepte ke nwoke na physics ni Igbo. Asimi eni de odi ready abia kan ngwu ya na chemistry bo field m kan ngwu ya ka yesi meta chemistry ni Igbo. Ibi ikwu okwu copyright. Onye obu na okopule ewe ni iwo. Amakwa mi fi na ekwu bu ezie mana oburi ya ka bia ikwu kita. Nkuziere gị chemistry n'Igbo ifu na ọ dị mfe. Azwanuka, please do more. Only if I am Marilyn na bai. Ekwesịgo ka ebido na akụzi nkebid. Nsebid ekwesị ka na akụzi nsebid. So many people will come in my inbox, Mazi, where did you study? You stop asking me. The one that have is me of my age, they don't ask tire. When they learn that I'm 40 years, they will run. Now you sabi. The time is now. We have to do something for our heritage. Na kwa kai na neda. Na kwa kai na neda. Na kwa kai na neda. Yeah, I'm listening, Ganiru. Just lay use her because I know I use. Ashake amaya. Oga, you raise stadiums. Manina will be Yoruba Gabia. Why you are one day guy like you by getting to you.
So I want a research institute, or if to me guys say, or would you get video, or would you go to like a civic video, you ask people, you open like this guy Johnson, or old school, you will get with school and they use, or you buy your own land. If you know people can contribute, if you never you start giving over it. And I could see Roma because all the hard you say okay, all the hard you say okay. If it's not your passion, if you do it, you can grow from there.
Halfway, we turn again on Facebook. I don't
say that, you know, you're if yes, and you go and check what I even the research institute. You can start small. Don't get your one plot of land, one plot of land again, but you ask people.
Halfway. Halfway na no kum.
Half of 1 year. Matthias a plot of land in Oka or Nelu. Yeah? I'm listening.
Now, each other that now. There are 3 people. There are 3 people. There are 3 people that actualize a project.
Alright.
Number 1 people is the generators. Number 2 are the operators. The 3rd persons are the destroyers. God. Eche kwa na ya from na classroom. Ina nokum. Eche kwa na ya from na classroom mgbe na kwesere from. The thing is this is what I envision to do. Ina no ka ya bunda chi ensigi na onye nkuzi ndi nkuzi. Do you understand that statement? My job is to bring about no boss of all bosses. Teach to the lead, and the lead will teach to the grassroots.
Okay.
My job now, I get a group of young teachers, the vibrant, that is committed to the field. There will be under salary. It will not be a charity work. Oh. Do you get my point? Now, my job is to break it down to them. Then they will now take it down to grassroots in different paraphernalia. Do you get my point now? Because each work has also made 6 months on boom. The stress will kill me. So bring a team of teachers, give them the information. They go to their fields. Now the research center now, and then when the weekly appraisal or monthly appraisal, the teachers will come for summit, update for themselves. Everybody is a teacher, but also a student. You want to go to the thing now? Now, like he in Eku now.
Okay.
He in Eku now. Why do we need a research center? If I am to run a school, watch the way I want it. I wanted to run Project 1000. We went with 2000 sewing machine last year. As I speak to you now, I am going to go about 6 sewing machines. Nobody. Now just come. Can you find a member that 2000 sewing machine? Also, Chene, if you talk and make a major UK, can you matter how belego? Now, what's my idea about that 2000 sewing machine? Guy, give me 2000 sewing machine. Eh? And I will empower 2000 youth instantly from now till 1 year. In 1 year, I'll make 2000 sewing machine capable tailors. No, I'm not the one to teach. I've made arrangement with guys in Aba. That was why I traveled to Aba again last week or last 2 weeks to finalize the agreement. Machine an agreement. People that I will pay for the mentorship. Now, imagine if these persons I will pay for the first team, we train 1000 experts, 2000 experts in Aqua. Do I need them again? I only need like 2 of them or 1 to be like a visiting professor. Nyabana update so that the 1000 will become experts to the parents minimum. Now this 1000, how many free? I upgrade the Kuziela another 2000. So each new year we are releasing 2000 experts. Cambodia made $30 billion through sewing. Aqua Cambodia $30 billion. Even kunna.
Because of international this thing, I am proud that Louis Mandana today, which is in Libo Gemeli, which is in Libo Gemeli, Ariana Gemeli.
My brother, Ijaba, if I go when the ordinary, these boys can sew anything you can think of. Guy, this guy is a maze. Get a research center up if I Gemeli. Mazi, just get a research center. Happens if I Gemeli. One them if I wanted to make money, I would have been a very big pastor. I would make so much money. Manaba I had like Ezioku. Ebumi enile. Enwem the face. He lisu tunga mama. Amala maso ibo. Rabubu amala memie. Oku wani nefa na eku. Aka mfamalo de ase. Manena akwande ba Ezioku. Osina ntenka ba. Osina ntenka po. Mgbe na-abịa unu ya cha eziokwu amasị afụkwanya.
So because of the social engineering in our people, the much more, although na youth they wake up now they push back those lies, but our people if you talk to like if you were like if we put about the baby and people say how could that with the haga na so that's for no reason. So it's about the social engineer. So at times you have to take it a little bit patient easy with them. But what I'm saying, and I'm still saying this, I'm going to need a video small. So okay, they got a plot of land, and this is our address. Let's start small here. Trust me, you will grow. Give it, and you go around, you preach, and all you people I respect that about a lot. You want to get some of the things on the you want to get the idea, people are going to be there. But what the man did was grand work. You understand? People reaching out to the communities. Even when they might be as well, getting there, UK, Malata, Nigeria. You know what?
As the Jindo Abasi, I don't have you sort your network and come back. Namani, you gather. You boy the boy state, you gather boy state. You boy na Zumbi, you gather Zumbi. You boy you na Gebenda. So what I'm saying is, if you start small, you can actually reach out. Even though like a she talk guy, and they reach out through crusade. They reach out, you preach to people. You preach to people. You use and they use the tactics, and you use the tactics, reaching out to them. To me, that's the way I feel. It's an opinion. Yeah, no, I got your opinion. I got your opinion, but let me tell you how far we've gone. We are a team. You might be seeing my face. It's an awesome. We are a team. In our research center, we have a consultant medical doctor Bonibo that is in Saudi Arabia currently practicing. He told me, Mas, any day we have a green light in the research center, I am willing to come home and contribute my quota. Halfway, personal funds, bagoni fan, really. Obekatan payable 60 million. One day, the greatest thing the expensive no wa by awareness. That's why in every company, marketing department, their budget na the eye. Just weluche water since I'm like since in Bidozioma 1 hour before Bidozioma and on my car na as 1 hour from that time till now.
My brother, you have what he with you. Mana email, have you hear people that they reach here? All these politicians, they can use tactics. They can use their tactics because of what tactics the Christians are going to use, the church are going to use. They come down to the people who are part of those villages. People now, you preach to them. Even about people, I am not people not even villages. And when I start there, I change you. Can you teach them about sorry, now they make it napping working. Now I those villages. You understand? But those rulers because I'm there back. Have you thought of that? Say, okay, let me assemble it. I never go to even
Halfway. Halfway.
I'm listening.
Can you get run down of Siaga? Gather a team of 4 boys. Just be pressing calculator on your head now. The minimum salary you pay them is 70,000 now. Any human being any less than that, not half. In an year, 70,000. Then in that 70,000 times 4 of them, 280,000. The minimum amount of fuel to be spent in a month for such movement, 400,000. 400. What am I even saying? I just quote 400,000 to please your ear. 400 plus 280, 680,000. You leave 1 motor for them. In a way, my brother, on whatever is he job on the chatting so, in my mind, a job to obodo. Joining the up, I'm me they follow for long. One day job to obodo. You may go and not to you before. In Jabaju for lab 70,000. We can't fleece it on budget 70,000. After 1 day, 1 day, we put another 70,000, which means unknowingly, about 70,000 when they job to obodo. In 1 month, 2.1 million. My brother, I'm coming to and the Muabu Mazi, Onya ne create that chantonto. Munia na talk should not be moving about every time. Even my team is against me traveling every time. Halfway ever eaten in no. We've done past that now. Now, what made us to what halted our radio station launching this January? License. You cannot play another person's music on air without official license. Okay, kind of. Okay, go Jai. Halfway. December alone. For the journey we made, here about 1,370,000. Only December. Joy send this 1,370,000. Did I tell anybody to give me 1 naira? No. I funded it from myself. You can't joke with them. Yeah, that one them. Azwano, I think this is your. Hold on, before fortune before you could be when you were. Lord, I don't know if you are here. Lord, are you here? For those persons saying we need a radio station, we got every equipment ready for our radio station. License is our problem. Okay, as well, look, I think you should comment before fortune. Can I name chronologically? Dalo one them. Ajabali. Dalo.
Dedicating my life in learning in CBD. And in CBD, if I know you know about the CBD with the first written language of our Igbo ancestors, how my symbols, my vowels, and alphabets, and dedicate like almost half of my life learning.
As I look at this, your voice in the Facebook, I've been
able to. Okay, so like up till now, like as I'm talking to you now, dedicated to half my life in learning this language. So like I was aspiring to write a book, like everything about his learning the language and everything, because most of the time when I write and post online and everything, people think it's Chinese, but not because now the Chinese they with their own ancestry. The Chinese can write in symbols and I write in Chinese. So every time in CBD, people are asking not Chinese, but all Chinese. You are talking about Chinese. Here in CBD, here our Igbo, the first writing, in fact, the first writing.
As one look at, they are begging you to speak louder. Facebook cannot hear you well. Please add more volume. Oh.
So, okay,
medicine, alchemy, and everything. But more educate my even in school. Even in school, I tried more other languages, English, French, Spanish. More, I read Igbo language in school. You know, language, dedicated my life to Igbo language. So, CBD was something dedicated to my life. Dedicated to my life to CBD. I've been learning for years and years and years. And right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm aspiring to write it just like that. Our brothers were there, were translated the book in Igbo language about physics. But what I can say to you, actually translated every single word, every single English word or Igbo word, whatever. I want to translate it to the CBD. Both the same word. Because in CBD were different aspects. Them were symbols, them were vowels, them were alphabets of CBD. So this is what I want to do. But at the end of the day, it's very disappointing now. Every time I come up with something or post something like people always say that this looks like Chinese. What happens to our own thing? This is our own thing. How do Chinese? Because now the Chinese people, how they in their own heritage, how they in their own symbols, they write with it, and it's global now. But for us, in CBD will our own. This is the first. I don't know about the people, but anybody that came on the message, CBD will the first written language, the first written symbols. So like this is me, and I've been following you all the way from Facebook since 2017. Even before even the TikTok self, I've been following you since 2017. I've been learning a lot also, and me, I'm a researcher. I read a lot. Also, I did a lot of research and a lot of I read a lot. But most of half of my life is dedicated to the CBD just to pass on this heritage. It's very disappointing that nobody wants to learn. Nobody wants to every time and ask me any Chinese. What. And it's very, very heartbroken and although inspiring. So even if you want me to join your team, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to that's it all again. Nobody will worry massively.
This
is the aspect I want to come from. And now
Azwanuka, please, not even if I want you. This thing is not even if you, this thing is something. Do you know what we are trying to do? We are trying to live.
I know.
We are trying to cause a revolution, cultural revolution. So now, when you say people will make mockery of you, let me give you for example. Go to my Facebook page now. My Facebook page, I can boldly tell you that every blessed day, my Facebook page is under attack. My page does not grow. Do you know? If I am after that, I will say I will stop teaching. The algorithm is working against me. Do you get what I'm saying? If I'm a comedian now, if I do comedy 2 days, I will have 1 million followers. So once you are in the limelight of emancipation, the algorithm, they will just say, don't favor him, don't favor her. That is why you see in your FYP, all you see is dancers, twerkers, comedians. That is what the algorithm boosts. But any critical thinker, the algorithm is working against you, provided you are working against the hierarchy. The pyramid is at war against you. Okay? I know the kind of content I'll make now. Within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, I can't to make grow. Just preach. Go do. Okay, let me give you an example. There is this new guy on Facebook. The guy that sang Ebuka songs. If I no pray, Satan will make mess of me. Ilutelegua. I called the guy and see Ebuka on TikTok. See Ebuka. I was like, see, bele. You looked at the microphone and the channel and you But guess what? Go and watch the algorithm. Watch the algorithm of our pastors. Don't you find it funny if you open your FYP and you get like 10 preaching in a day? Don't you? Do you understand what I mean by algorithm? The algorithm.
Yeah, Facebook have blocked Facebook 1 year and 6 months.
Okay.
And they post about CBD and the Muslim history of Africa.
Okay.
History of and post more personal. Facebook block, Facebook ban 1 year and 6 months. I was not able to log into Facebook.
Your own is ordinary blocking. My first Facebook account, the one that bears my full name, was not a hacker. Facebook would delete the account. So what am I trying to tell you? My brother, don't be discouraged. Your impact, you may think is small, but I'm telling you, there are some DM I will receive. I will know that all this nonsense are bro nonsense. I will know that really, yes, I'm making a